Yo, what's up? Good morning. Wait, it's not morning. Good night. Today, we're going to what are we gonna do today? Wait, what am I doing today? Oh yeah, we're gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club. And someone told me I'm already almost halfway done with the game, so yeah, I guess one or two more streams. I am in intolerable amounts of pain. All right. We're in the game. Let me kind of set up. So uh wait, have to pull up chat on my phone. And see game. Does it detect this as a game? All right. Here we go. And let me fix this thing. There we go. And should be ready to play. All right. So it is DDLC. And yeah, I am. Wait, I think I don't have my audio. There we go. Hopefully the yeah, I think it's fine. All right. Load game, and which one was it? It was this one. All right. I spent only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I knew it, she texts me to know to what? I can't read. She texts me. I can't read. She texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door and let her in. Sup? Hey, I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform it totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform scene totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird. Be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyways, I'm coming in. I hope you bought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Oh, she has a fang! Alright, she's best girl. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyways, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag for me? Where's your hospitality, Haru? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag and Natsuki holds out to me. Gah! This is ridiculously heavy. Ah! I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimated you. Eh. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Fuck. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, hey. Your size has nothing to do with this. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? Um, it's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Ah, what? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like you doesn't mean you shouldn't treat me like... Ah. Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. Natsuki. Wait. I have to check something. It's kinda... Alright. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nice. To be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. I gotta check if everything's alright. Yeah, everything's alright. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there's tons of guys who are into body types like yours. I can confirm that. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man. Let's just get started already. I can't read today. Ah! You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally find your weakness, Haru. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Haru, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill in the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. That's kinda obvious. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite color. Ah, yes. Oh, wait, what? Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? I can't read. My eyes hurt. I need my reading glasses. My model's gonna be a little wonky, but I need my reading glasses. I can't read if I don't. Alright. Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I am having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into small bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. I'm a million times more worth... No, wait, what? It's a million times more worth it in the end. If just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Shit, I can't read today. Even with my glasses. Glasses are off. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Huh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. Let's see. Wait, how do I... Alright. Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez. I'll be here all night if you do that. You do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your girl's fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger into the what? My finger toward the ball. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? It is a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. The fuck? Saving this. It's kinda cute. Ah, stop. Unless you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to tell me... Do what? Hehe. Boy, about to give her the cream. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it into my mouth, licking off the icing. Whoa, what? Did you seriously just do that? Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Haru, you really shouldn't do that kind of things with girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right? ... What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked what? You should have checked before what? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. My throat hurts. My throat hurts. Ow. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the ovens. Oven, not ovens. There's just one oven. I can't read tonight. I can't read. I don't know why. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff so I hope you can get creative. Here, skip the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I picked one of the nozzles that has a much thinner top than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Oh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it even more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. Word? Like, what? Like fucking, I don't know. What word? Like, fucking, I don't know. Blasphemy? Ooh. Hmm? I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. That's actually a really cute idea, so... Ah ha 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 ha. Maybe I'm getting it from you. Well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, so nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki, what did you say? Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing and then we each get to work. Is that it? When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all aside, all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are. Aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Ah ha ha. Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyways, does she have daddy issues or something? I was hoping we would have time for a manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's not your fault for working so slowly. No, it's your fault for working. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayuri can each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Ah, I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Ah, yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayuri earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayuri always does listen to me, but at that point I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Huh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't always have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over at any time, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read a manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Nah, I'm joking. It's all, it's a prank, bro. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's going to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Haru, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ooh. I'm sorry. I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers clutching the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayuri? Huh? Ah, hi, Haru. Wait, well, she ruined the mood, you know? Just now, we weren't. Ha 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 ha. It's okay, Haru. I just stopped by to say hi. Ah, well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so. Oh, really? That's too bad. Well, yeah, well, I'll still what? I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayuri waves goodbye. Sayuri, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Ha 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 ha. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down on Sayuri's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Haru? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is split? What? My heart is splitting in half. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayuri, don't say that. It's true, Haru. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayuri. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you isn't the burden your mind is... What? Is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it... so even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayuri looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Haru. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayuri? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayuri? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Haru. I like you so much that I wanted... What? What type of... What? That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayuri. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. Alright. I'm gonna save here. I don't I don't know. Oh shit, my coins just fell off my wallet. Well, I love you. I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending my time with everyone else at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Haru. Oh, nice. That's cute. Sayori suddenly wraps her arms tightly around me. Haru, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Haru. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What's this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. Wait, give me a sec. Wait. Wait, my Streamlabs acting up. Wait. And then they lived happily ever after, and everybody clapped. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Haru. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, it'll be there. I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Ah ha 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 ha. What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now, let's say. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey Haru. Sayori gazes at me again and smilingly sad. Even if I get really sad, this is the best thing for me, alright? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know? What's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I have never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not waiting anything to change? Wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give everything I've got. Alright, give me a sec. I have to to do something real quick. Alright, think I've done it. Yeah, there we go. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayuri is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayuri, but Sayuri isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry out all the cupcakes by myself, carefully stacking to trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend more time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Hey, Haru, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayuri with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on this days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that but suddenly remember what Sayuri told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not really that simple for her. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Ha 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 ha. Should take a little responsibility for her, Haru. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer embarrassed. Save. Did Sayuri really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Huh? I don't get it. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through one of the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during her practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. I'm not reading all of this. Get out of my head. I do what I know is best for you. I listen to everything she said to me. I show you how much I love you. I finished writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. The fuck? Uh, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Haru? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls that out after me. I quickened my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayuri. It's not that big of a deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even that simple gesture of walking her to school makes me really happy. Makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as what they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayuri's house and knock on the door. I don't expect anyone to answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayuri? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayuri's room, I knock on her door. Sayuri? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't this a kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. What? The fuck? I fell off my chair. So I guess this is why it's a horror game, huh? Well, I kind of expected this, you know? Ow, my back. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayuri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe it with my eyes are showing me. Well, I expected this, you know? I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday. I told Sayuri that I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayuri needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. So can I change this? My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. Just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever. Nothing I can do bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something new. I'm gonna do that. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry out this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth is worth more than hers. Shit, my throat hurts a lot. But I still could shit. Wait, my voice became deep now. Wait. I can't undeepen it. Wait, help. My voice is stuck like this. My throat hurts. Check the doki files. How do I do that? There's a folder called characters in there. Alright. But I still couldn't do. Wait, my voice. And now. Wait. Oh, my throat. I can never take it back. I can't. Why? Help. My voice. Never. Never. And? Did the game finish? Is this it? What? To Monica's. Wait. What's this? Why is it black? The fuck? Where are my save files? Whatever that says. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is that. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of a little what? The fuck? Monica. Well, what happened to my... It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, but being surrounded by a couple of friends and groups. By couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content with just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. What a weeb. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyways. What a virgin. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs, they aren't really interesting to me. Wait. I guess I have... What? Have no choice but to start with the anime club? Aro? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyways? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies for my club. Wait, you said something about files, right? Characters. Oh well, she's gone, I guess. Happy thoughts. Oh, this is kind of weird. Trace back. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a second, probably fix this. I think actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ahaha, well, here goes nothing. I have no idea what any of that means. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity about and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything, reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member, right? Did Monica say that? Say she? Hmm. Hey, Haru, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there a chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, and it would make me really happy. Please? Um, well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Haha, awesome. You're really sweet, Haru. You know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look forward for the materials another time. You're more important. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica for her irresistible smile. Alright. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. What the fuck? I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. Eh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyways, welcome to the club, Haru. Hmm. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes it look like a first year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Haru in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Haru? No thanks. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before sitting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a really good book? I guess. Haha, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy the tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Haru, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It's like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is quite equally impressive. Wasn't her favorite thing horror? I guess it changed for whatever reason. I don't really understand what's going on, so wait, did I think yeah, Yuri goes on clearly about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Fuck? Wait, what? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Oh. Thought she meant another thing. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, there. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at least a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Ahaha. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think, or at least takes me to another world, then I can really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing well to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought that was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Haru? Hold on, there's still one more problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Huh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back at me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Haru. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. What a simp. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? How I would feel terrible for letting everyone down this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price that I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Haru? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Haru, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Yay. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me one more time. Okay, let's save. And Haru, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, I can. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Anxiety. How do you read that? I forgot. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Alright, that's enough. Let's check the pictures. Pictures. Natsuki, this one's cute. I'd love you to say Yuri's confession. That's it? The protagonist's kitchen. Music. I'm not listening to any of these. That's it. So yeah. That's it for today. My back hurts. So yeah, there's still one more stream on Friday, and that's it for this week. I can't remember what I'm doing on Friday. Oh yeah, Friday I'm just doing a just chatting. I wanted to work on anime shit, my anime list, because I'm trying to make a new account and just sort all that shit out. So yeah, I'm gonna do just chatting stream on Friday. It's probably gonna be a short one too, like a half an hour one. And then next week I still have to do the schedule for next week, but next week I am going to do that karaoke stream, but it's gonna be on archive. So yeah, you guys have to think of 19 songs that I have to sing as well, because if I lost that thing, PTA thing, shit my alarm. All right, so 19 songs for probably gonna do it on Friday next week. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do GTA Minecraft and karaoke stream next week. Those 3 streams, unless I want to stream more times. What happened to my neck? All right, unless I want to stream like on Tuesday or Thursday, which I doubt I will. Yeah, it's probably gonna be GTA, Minecraft, and what's that shit called? And the karaoke stream. So yeah. Thanks for coming, and I have no idea what this game is. This, I just got confused after the girl died. So yeah, thanks for coming, and I will see you on Friday. Yeah, so take care. Goodbye. Yay.
Good night.